Many seemed to be potentially minors.
2 to 3, possibly 3.
2 to 3.
Why would a 16-year-old Khloe Kardashian go on tour with P. Diddy?
What really happens behind the glitz and glam of the music industry? Lil Romeo drops explosive truths, claiming Nick Cannon sold him to Diddy. From secret deals to untold power plays, this shocking revelation peels back the curtain on the industry's darkest secrets.
I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes, you know what I'm saying, before pause was invented.
Get ready for jaw-dropping twists and untold truths. Once, Lil Romeo saw Nick Cannon as a trusted mentor, a big brother in the entertainment industry who was there to guide him. They shared a bond that seemed genuine, built on trust and friendship. But as Romeo's story now reveals, that relationship may have been tainted from the start. Lil Romeo's claims paint a disturbing picture of betrayal and manipulation. According to him, Cannon used their bond for personal gain, eventually leading Romeo down a path that introduced him to unsettling experiences within the entertainment industry. How could such a close relationship take such a dark turn? Could it be true that a mentor figure like Nick Cannon would prioritize his own interests over the well-being of someone he saw as family?
Asking me about my shirt before this, that's all I'm saying.
I said he got a Normani shirt on. I said, is there something he wants to announce? Because we know.
My favorite artist, man.
Like I bet she is.
I told you just a minute ago, if I was rocking a Tupac shirt, you wouldn't be saying anything.
I definitely wouldn't be thinking what I'm thinking if you had on a Tupac shirt.
I'm supporting women empowerment, you know?
So, guys, can we ever really trust our mentors in Hollywood? It's a question that's been asked before, but becomes even more relevant with Romeo's revelations. He claims Cannon led him to exclusive parties hosted by Diddy. These weren't your average celebrity gatherings. These were elite invitation-only events that gave young stars like Romeo access to a world they were far too young to truly understand.
Circle of elites they're rolling in. The first party took place over the Labor Day weekend on September 7, 1998 in East Hampton, New York. Diddy reportedly invited 200 people to a barbecue at his new Hampton home. The guest list was fairly diverse.
Romeo says these parties revealed the more exploitative side of the entertainment world, things he might never have encountered otherwise. The experiences he describes are eye-opening, a world few outsiders ever see, and one that can be harmful to young, impressionable stars. He witnessed behaviors and attitudes that made him question the integrity of the people around him, and it wasn't long before he saw Cannon in a different light. But it wasn't just Cannon who Romeo called out. His accusations go even higher, to Diddy himself. According to Romeo, Diddy's parties weren't just about entertainment. They had a darker side. He alleges that Diddy used these gatherings to influence and manipulate young stars. Even more troubling, Romeo hints at the existence of hidden tapes, recordings that could potentially expose misconduct and hold significant power over those who attended. Many are now asking, could these tapes really exist? If so, they could reveal a side of the entertainment industry few would ever believe. Romeo's allegations suggest that Diddy's influence went beyond music or business. It extended into controlling the personal lives of those who attended his events. Romeo's revelations are unsettling, yet they're not the first time we've heard such allegations about the industry. Stories of young stars being coerced or exploited are sadly all too familiar, raising the question, how much power do these industry titans truly hold? And at what cost to the people under them? Lil Romeo doesn't hold back when discussing Cannon's involvement in his story. He questions the true nature of Cannon's relationship with Diddy, suggesting that it may have been more than just professional. Romeo wonders if Cannon's close ties to Diddy led to situations where Cannon was willing to sacrifice the well-being of younger artists, including Romeo, to maintain his own standing in Hollywood. Cannon's role as a mentor to young stars like Romeo had made him a figure of trust, but Romeo's claims cast doubt on whether Cannon's actions were genuinely supportive. or if he was using his influence to further his own interests. These accusations forced us to reconsider how much trust can be placed in Hollywood mentors. Are they truly there to guide, or do they sometimes place their own ambitions above the well-being of those they're supposed to protect? Romeo's story goes beyond just one betrayal. It brings to light larger questions about Hollywood's darker secrets and the dangers young stars face. A glamorous lifestyle, exclusive parties, and luxury come at a cost. And Romeo's experience shows that it's often the most vulnerable who end up paying the price. His story has sparked discussions about grooming and exploitation in Hollywood, issues that have plagued the industry for decades. With allegations like these, there are renewed calls for change. Many are asking, why aren't more stars speaking up about their experiences? What would it take for Hollywood to confront these issues and protect those who are just starting their careers? We've seen it happen before. When one person comes forward, it gives courage to others to share their stories too. Could Romeo's allegations inspire more young stars to expose the harsh realities of fame? With more voices joining in, Hollywood could face a reckoning that brings long overdue changes to protect young talents. So, why did Romeo decide to come forward now? For years, he kept quiet, playing the role of the smiling child star that the public knew and loved. But as he grew older, he started to see things differently. He realized that by staying silent, he was allowing the very system that hurt him to continue unchecked. Romeo wanted to use his voice not just for himself, but to warn others so that young stars today might avoid the painful experiences he went through. If this story tells us anything, it's that Romeo likely isn't alone. Many stars who enter the industry young may find themselves facing similar situations. But as more people come forward, there's hope that Hollywood's dangerous power dynamics could begin to change. Romeo's courage in sharing his story could be a turning point. He's urging others to speak out, to shed light on the manipulation and exploitation that often hides behind Hollywood's glitzy exterior. With more public awareness, young artists in the future may pursue their dreams without fear of being used or manipulated. The Romeo story is a wake-up call, a reminder that beneath the lights, fame can come at a price. His allegations against Nick Cannon and Diddy are shocking, yet they may help fuel a broader conversation on accountability in Hollywood. As more stars find the strength to share their experiences, could we finally see a Hollywood that's safer, more transparent, and protective of its young talent? What do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Maybe Romeo's story will inspire more people to speak up, and Hollywood can change its ways so these stories will not remain hidden in the shadows. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into the stories shaking up the entertainment world.